Hey everybody, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap. Today I am going to be working on my Shimmerz design team page layout. I'm also working with the crew at Sketch Sunday, who is also playing along with 30 Days of Sketches with Chrissy's Beautiful Life. And I did show the sketch at the beginning of the video. What I'm gonna do is, because the sketch has like some florals in this corner and this corner, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this in the pinks and oranges of the kit, the Shimmerz kit for October, and then I'm gonna die cut flowers out, or I'm gonna cut them out, or I'm gonna cut them with my Cricut. Not sure yet what I'm gonna do with that, but I am gonna do a bunch of flowers in oranges and pinks, and then I will splatter with black, and not sure what photos I'm gonna use yet, but that's where I'm heading with this layout. So why don't we go ahead and let's get started on the mixed media part. Okay, so this is how it turned out, and I am going to go off screen and cut a bunch of flowers out of that. I used a cut file from my Cricut design space platform thing and found those flowers, and I went ahead and cut them out. I grabbed my photos. I have 4 photos of us making haunted gingerbread houses last year. And I'm going to use this pink star paper on top of a white star paper to build up this layout. And so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of stick to the sketch pretty well. I add my 4 photos to the middle of the page, and then I'm going to add clusters of flowers to the upper right and the lower left corners. I do change the title to be over over on the right of the layout. So that was kind of something I changed. But here I am just kind of building up this layout. So I added the pink star paper. I cut it 10 by 10 and added it to this star background paper. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and add these photos to the middle of the page, just like that, kind of working around them. And then after that's done, I am going to go ahead and add 4 flowers to each corner. The lower left corner and the upper right corner. So there'll be 4 flowers, 2 of each kind, all different sizes. All different colors. Just having fun with it. When I go off screen, I glue them all down, and then I fold up the petals of the flowers. So that's what I did off screen. I'm going to add these sequins to the middle of each of the flowers to kind of act as, that cool part of the flower, the middle part of the flower, just so they don't look so flat on the page. So you can see I'm kind of adding them there, testing it out, and I do go ahead and go off screen and glue them down into the middle of each flower. And I just love how that looks. Now I'm going to bring in some of the embellishments from the kit, and I'm going to use all 3 of the little dots on this layout. I just think they're so cute. I'm going to have the spider one kind of hanging off the flowers on the right. And I'm going to add the ghost one to the flowers on the left. And then that's when I decide, you know what, let me just add this boo to the flowers on the right as well. So I'm just kind of tucking them in and just adding to these little clusters in the corners. And I just love how this is looking. It's turning out really cute. Now I'm going to grab the ephemera from the kit, and I do add quite a bit of things. I love this candy corn, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut it apart and use both of the candy corns in both of the clusters. So you'll see one right there, and then I'm going to use the other one up here in the right cluster. Kind of looking for a space. I think I just added right there. Continuing looking through the ephemera, and I found this lollipop. I thought that would be cute. This Happy Halloween will serve as my title. There is a haunted house, and I just had to use that. So I'm going to put that there. And then I found this spider web, which I thought would be cute if I just cut it into some triangles and added them one to each cluster. I really like how that turned out as well. I do wind up moving that lollipop. I'm gonna go back there. There we go. And I think that's it. And I'm gonna go off screen and I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. There we go. Now I'm going to cover my photos, but I do want to add some journaling before I add some of the splatters from the black hole. I'm gonna grab my pen. I'm gonna add some journaling to the bottom and the top. I decided to go with a 05 pen just because I wanted a little bit thicker lines, just to make it really bold journaling words. And then now I'm going to go ahead and add those splatters. Oh, I also add an XOXO there. I'm going to go ahead and add these splatters to my clusters. And I just use the nozzle from the spray to just flick on those splatters and really get it splattery. This is a technique that I use often. I just love to add splatters to my layout. It just makes it look so fun and interesting, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought this side needed a little bit more. And then that is my layout. So if you are interested in this kit from Shimmerz, I will have a link down below in the description. I will also link anyone playing along with Sketch Sunday, and then I will also link the playlist for 30 days of sketches. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you come back and join me on my crafty journey. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.